Guys, can we talk about this movie, Fridays at 8? Hey! It's your girl Flowbase coming to you live and direct from YouTube. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comment section, like, how are y'all doing? Let me know, because I'm actually curious. So I actually want to start doing this thing where I do movie reviews just because I watch so many Nigerian movies on YouTube and I have no one to talk to about it. Most of my friends don't really like watching Nigerian movies. Talk less of the ones on YouTube. So you guys are going to be my new friends where we just talk about Nigerian movies. Come, let's hug. Let's hug because I already feel so excited to talk about this movie. So I have this one particular friend that always sends me movies to watch. That is low-key one of my love languages because I love Nigerian movies. So she sent me this movie to watch called Fridays at 8. And guys, like, to be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect from this movie because it's not my typical movie. I like all these, I like all these older Nigerian erotic movies that like happened in the village back in the days. Like when it starts off with the
hey! Poverty is a disease. My dear, your mates are giving their girlfriends houses, cars, big gifts. You are here giving your own card on the flower. Oh, it's even plastic.
I'm probably not getting the sound correct, but Sha know that I like Nigerian movies, Sha. So in the beginning of the movie, it starts off with, I'm assuming they're friends and they're trying to like gather money together. So they found a lucrative job that would allow them to be able to make enough money. When they were doing all the calculations, I was like, this calculation seems off, but hey man, who am I to judge? Because I also operate off of faith and not by sight. Then it moves in further about how one of the friends gets coffee. I believe her name is Amara. Amara always requests coffee from Mide in the morning, even though she doesn't really like her coffee or whatever. But I feel like they posted that part of the movie just because they wanted us to understand like their relationship, how they know each other so well. Because when Mide said she had made the coffee, even though she knows that Amara doesn't like the way she makes her coffee, she literally imitated exactly what Amara said once she tasted the coffee that Mide had made. Can I just say that like once I saw this video, like my first thought was like, this one that they're showing us like this sisterhood, there has to be like something that's gonna happen to their sisterhood for them to be showing us how close they are. Because for you to be able to do business with someone, live with someone, cook with someone, you've gotta be like, there's gotta be some form of like closeness and intimacy that's going on between them. Then we get over to the part where Amara meets Junior. And then it turns out that, well, if you guys haven't watched the video, don't even continue watching this. But this is for the people that have watched the video and want to rapport. But yeah, so we get to the part where Junior meets Amara. And then, they start the little Fridays at 8. And then they find out that he's actually Mide's brother. My first thought was like, yo, that's actually that's a crazy coincidence that's actually Mide's brother. And then another part of me was like, why haven't they met for so long? Like, I thought that was kind of weird that they're just now meeting in their adulthood, but Mide and Amara have been friends for the longest. So yeah, so when they started the Fridays at 8, I was like, oh, this is a great union, and I cannot wait for the sister to find out because they're both really close. Can you imagine my shock when the sister does Mide, when Mide eventually does find out that Amara and Junior are dating and she wants to squash the relationship? Like, what? I was really shocked because what do you mean you want to squash the relationship? You guys are best of friends. They're both well into their careers. They're old enough to make their own decisions. What are you mad about? So she starts sabotaging him, talking about she's having dreams, talking about like their late mother wouldn't have wanted this, putting in underwears here and there, trying to cause confusion in their relationship. That is what I call an enemy of progress. Can you imagine that? Somebody that's supposed to be your best friend and your brother, would you not want their happiness? like, are you okay? Like, all those movies where I watch and like the mom tries to sabotage the relationship or the siblings try to sabotage the relationship, I never understood it. Just because like at the end of the day, are you gonna marry your brother? He's gonna have to marry one day. It's better for him to be happily married with the choice that he made versus not like marrying somebody that you chose for him and he's not happy at all. Like, Mide, like, what's going on? I get it, she was trying to be a protective sister, but I also didn't understand like the lengths she was going to, having dreams and whatnot. And like, you know what's crazy? Throughout this movie, you would forget that Mide is even planning a wedding. Like, this girl is engaged and set to get married very soon. Like, the wedding is coming up in weeks, and all she's worried about is who her brother is dating. Like, be for real, bro. Be freaking for real. Like, guys, I was so annoyed because I felt like her priorities weren't together. I don't know who can go and shake up Mide to get her priorities together, because you have a man on the side waiting for you to plan this wedding and you're worried about what your brother's doing. Like, honestly, any day I'm getting ready for my wedding, nothing else around me that's going on matters, because I'm just worried about my wedding. Like, what are you talking about, you know? And so like it kind of made me wonder, like, does she actually love her fiance? Because I feel like when you're so engrossed in your own growth and your own relationship, you don't have time to worry about what anybody else has going on, sibling or not. You know what I mean? Like, it just made me feel like she has some inner stuff to work on, not just like it was beyond like what was going on the outside of her trying to sabotage the relationship. That girl had things to work on inside of her, bro. And then can we also applaud Junior's patience with Mide? Like, even when she would cry, when she would try and sabotage the relationship, he would always like calm down and talk to her, you know, like attend to her. That's a great brother, honestly. Some siblings will just not even answer you, they'll just leave you alone. So I really love that they made him like really calm in comparison to Mide's character, because I feel like it really did tie the movie together. And then, am I tripping, or was Amara low-key holding back in the relationship? Like, I felt like, I mean, obviously we all pray for the guy to love us more, but I felt like in this situation, Junior loved Amara way more. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I thought. After all, this is a movie review, this is what I thought. I felt like Junior loved Amara way more, and I felt like Amara had a lot that she was holding back on. And it's crazy because we actually do find out what she was trying to like hold back from Junior. But yeah, she was giving me more so like, I want to love you, but I'm not all in yet. So guys, like I said, I felt like she was not giving her all. No, let me take that back. I felt like she was holding back a bit in the relationship, and it all made sense when Mide came out and said that it's because of her past. Obviously, I'm not trying to ruin the full movie for people that haven't watched it, but because of her past, she wanted to use that to, you know, get Junior to stop liking Amara, which is so crazy to me, because I feel like everybody has a thing or two that they're not the most proud of that they did, you know, in the past, or something that happened to them, or circumstances that led them to where they are today. So for you to try and use that against your best friend, someone that, remember in the beginning of the movie, they were counting how much money they'll make together, they're roommates, they're making coffee for each other. How you turn around and start flipping against your best friend? And you're technically flipping against your brother as well, because you know how much he loves this girl. And you turn around and you start telling him her past. It would have been different if she was telling him the past in terms of like, okay, like, I just want to let you know, like, this is how her past is, versus the malicious intent that she came with. That girl was really on a mission to ruin this relationship. Are you for real right now? Like, you really wanted to ruin this relationship because of her past? You don't have a past? The whole time I kept watching the video, I was like, so you don't have a past? Let the first person that is without sin cast the first stone. Let me see, Bikonu. The thing was vexing me, guy. What do you mean? So, of course, whenever she exposed the past of Amara, Kasala boss now, Junior stepped in as the man he is to say no, like, regardless of her past, I still love this girl. Like, I love when they make the character be a man, like a man that be standing behind this girl, because no past should ever determine your future. You know what I mean? So, yeah, when Junior stepped in and defended her, I was so happy, because child, like, that is a man right there. I was like, yes, Junior. Yes, Junior, protect your woman. Because, you know, I've seen a lot of Nigerian movies where the guy would find out about the girl's past and then immediately he'd be like, hey, I knew it. And then he'll just run away from there and just, that would be the end of the movie where the girl's like begging the guy to go back to him. No, like, I like when men come in and step up for their woman, because at the end of the day, nobody can come and ruin your territory if you're the one guarding it. Do you get? After that, we move in to see how their relationship even blossoms even more. The relationship even got stronger after that situation. Like, that is so crazy. And like, sometimes this movie was really a reminder to me that anybody that will love you through and through, regardless of your past, regardless of the skeletons in your closet, regardless of whatever you think the case may be. Don't give up on love. Love is a beautiful thing, for real. Like, you're gonna meet someone that will love you regardless of your flaws or whatever you think are flaws. They might even love it more, you know? So that was just a good reminder to the audience that was watching. But anyways, guys, that's when they move into the dinner. I believe it's Amara's birthday. This wicked witch of the west called Mide, she's not even encouraging, she's not even singing the kind happy birthday, you know, she's not even really interacting like that. Because Mide wasn't interacting like that, Junior took her to the side to talk to her, and that's when Amara blurted out that, you know, Mide also has a past. To be honest, to some people, they'll probably think that she did it on purpose, but to be honest, I feel like she did it on accident. I feel like she probably thought that by then he had known that, like, you know, Mide also had a past. But almost shocking to him, the Mide didn't even tell the fiance that she had a past. Can you imagine that? So you rushed to go and tell Junior that Amara had a past, but you didn't want to tell your own fiance, someone that's set to get married, that you had a past. Hey. See pot calling kettle black. Oh, guy, when I saw that thing, I was so shocked. I was like, so you mean to tell me you went to go and tell somebody else about their past, but then you had the same past? Because remember, guys, they're best friends. It makes sense. They were doing everything together. So whatever you're accusing her of, you were right there with her. And you know what's crazy? I wondered that too. I was like, why didn't Junior ask her in the moment, like, yo, you're saying she has this past. Where were you when that past was happening? Because that was one of my first thoughts too. Like, were you not there? Like, even if her past was so bad, why'd you not tell her back then? Why'd you not ask her back then? Like, yo, what were you doing? So now that Mide's fiance had found out at this point, him now flipped around and was like, oh, so that is your past. Instead of this guy to defend her and stand by her side, do you know what he did? He left. Hey. He left sharp. And do you know what I said when I said that part? I said, serves you right. If you like beg, cry. There's no reason why he should even get back with you, because look at what you did to this girl. You really tried to ruin her relationship, but when God is for you, nothing can ever be against you. What the heck? Guys, like, I really love this movie because it really was just a reminder that, like, nothing that is set up against you can ever work against you when you have God on your side, when things are aligning for you. Look at how this girl went from, like, grass to grace. Like, in the beginning, they started off counting how much money they'll make, to her, like, having her own cafe and selling her own books, writing her own books. What? That is crazy. So if you haven't watched Fridays at 8, go ahead and watch it, guys. It was so amazing. I highly recommend it. And when you watch the movie, you'll find out why they named it Fridays at 8. I thought it was so cute. It was so cute. If you guys want more of these movie reviews, let me know. Like, I love watching movies and I love talking about movies. Let me know you guys' thoughts on this movie. Do you guys agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let's have rapport. Like, let's talk about it, okay?